Should I be investing now for the long term? And if so, which sector?
We should always be investing for the long term. I think it's quite interesting. We've been talking about, Scott Morrison said, we could take $10,000 out of our super, which was part of the conversation. The media have taken that and blown it out and shown people that if they take $10,000 out, it could be up to $140,000 difference in their super. Let's reverse that and put $10,000 in the market right now. In the long term, we're looking at that same figure. So what would you like? Would you actually like to have $10,000 in cash by the time you retire, $140,000? So it's always the length of time that you can stay in the market. It's always the key.
Yeah. Also means that the strategy is not reactive then. It's been planned.
Look, 100%. It's about buying really good quality and the hope that you never sell anything. So the really good quality investments, as Tony has said, they pay very good dividends. Why would you invest in a company that doesn't pay any cash? Why would you have a rental property that doesn't pay any rent? And it helps you compound and continue to build a pyramid of assets. And that's why it's very important to have that plan for you. So that's something that we really spend a lot of time on, plus the structures to make sure that you don't pay too much money in tax along the way.
It's always a good thing. That's always a good thing. One more while I've got you there, KP. This is a great question. Again, from Huey, he's very active today. How much super do I need to invest to retire?
Depends on, we work backwards, as Tony was saying before. So we work at your target amount that you would like to live on. So we look at it like it's your retirement salary. And if it's 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 a year, then basically we bring it back in reality to today's dollars and work out how much capital we need to build for you. We need to set that target first, because that will also denote how much money you need to put in to help it along the way, what sort of assets that you need to have to help it get there. And if there's a gap, we need to address that as well. And it could be something like you wanted to finish earlier than, the normal people that retire. At least you know where you are and we can help you get to that goal.
Yeah, that's a great point, KP. I'd just like to address one thing there. Could I dig a little bit deeper? You mentioned that the starting point is your current wage. In your experience, that's a good place to start as a target?
It's always a good place to start because that's the way you live now. That's what you use for lifestyle. The key thing that everybody wants to be debt-free in retirement. That's something that's quite important to everyone. So it's basically what you're earning from a lifestyle perspective minus the mortgage payments would make your lifestyle completely comfortable. We don't want to bend. We don't want to go without anything when we retire, especially when we retire these days. We're quite young when we retire. We have many years ahead of us where we can do some spectacular things. So lifestyle income is incredibly important. Yeah.
And again, in your experience, I believe that's considerably more than what the government thinks we need to retire.
Oh, 100%. The government do a lot of statistical analysis of what we need to live on from our bare necessities lifestyle, which is generally around between 37 and 38,000 for the full couple pension. So most couples, if they have that, and they might be living quite tight, but it doesn't allow the extra things. It doesn't allow for holidays. It doesn't allow for up-changing cars, presents, all those sorts of things. So if we want to have a nice lifestyle, I think the average, and this is not for everybody, but the average that I've seen, it's around about $5,000 a month after tax.
Yeah, well, 37 grand a couple's nowhere near enough.
For a couple, yeah.
It's less than 20 grand a year as an annual wage. They're not, and people aren't on that now. So I like that target. What you're on now is a great target to work towards. Thanks, KP. That's a really good target.